What's going on, guys? This is the review of the INOV-8 F-Flies. So INOV-8 is a shoe that has been very well known in the CrossFit space. It's not, I wouldn't say I've heard it in basic gyms or in the basic fitness world that people know what INOV-8 is, but I have been doing CrossFit for almost close to 8 to 9 years now, and INOV-8 has been one of these shoes that have stayed around for the longest time in the CrossFit space. So I've decided to give them a shot. So we're gonna talk about how the upper is. So the upper is a full air mesh that has pockets of holes in them throughout the whole shoe to make it more breathable. And it also has a kind of 3D constructions around the shoe here and also around where the laces are here. Okay, this is a very breathable shoe, and it also very flexible upper as well. Honestly, I put the shoes on and I feel like I'm not wearing anything at all. The reason for the 3D print around is called their Met Cradle support, which helps the shoe be supporting your foot when it comes to explosive movement. When we make our way to the tongue, laces, and the heel collar, the laces, I definitely I'm not a fan of them, but I don't really care for them either. They are a basic lacing system where you pretty much have to double knot them or triple knot them. I definitely feel like they come loose pretty quickly. I definitely have had to double and triple knot them a bunch of times, and I've had to really like tie them before a workout, or they're coming off and I've had to tie them in a workout. So other than that, they're basic laces. When it comes to the tongue, I definitely feel like it's kind of padded, but it's kind of a little flimsy in my opinion, but it goes with the upper, as in like it's super light, it's super breathable. It's not anything crazy. When it comes to the heel as well, it's not really as padded. So the whole theme of this upper, including the tongue and the heel, is just super light. Then when we make our way to the midsole and the outsole is a full rubber outsole. And in my opinion is a super grippy, even with all the dust that you see on the shoe. This is definitely after it's been cleaning. However, it is still a super grippy shoe. So this outsole is probably one of the most grippy shoes I have in my rotation so far. Then when you make your way to the side, it does have rope guard technology on the side here and on the other side of the shoe as well. Just not the biggest rope guard that we've seen in other CrossFit shoes. So when we make our way to the midsole, their technology in the midsole is called their Power Flow Pro, which is supposed to help you be bouncy when you're running or doing high impact exercises. So the fit of the shoe has a natural foot shape to it. The toe box is a more wide toe box compared to some training shoes, but has a wide toe box and a natural fit to it with a little bit of a curve made. The heel drop in this shoe is a 4mm drop, and it even says it on the shoe as well, just in case nobody can see it on their website. And one piece of technology that I actually really am like curious about would be their boomerang in the insoles. So definitely their boomerang is claiming that it will give you 40% energy return as you use in this shoe, and it definitely has bumps on this, so that's their like technology. Definitely the insole of the shoe is really comfortable, except on this shoe I feel that the heel is narrow on the bottom of my heel. I felt like every time I would wear this shoe and I'm walking around in them and I'm just chilling in them, I definitely felt like my heel is hurting, especially on my left side of my left foot. I would walk and I'd feel like I'm on this like small pedestal on my heel. Not on my right foot, but on my left heel for real. So I don't know if that's a feeling of just personal, or this might be like a flaw of my personal pair, or this is just something that people feel in the shoe. But I definitely feel like the heel in my left side of my foot definitely felt like I'm on a small pedestal on the heel, on the bedding of it. So that was very uncomfortable, and I will say that once I started working out, it definitely goes away. But once I stop working out for a little bit and I just start walking around in these shoes, I definitely can feel that uncomfortable feeling. And these shoes go true to size. I definitely will size. I definitely have the right size in these. This is a size 10 in men, and I definitely would not go any higher or lower in these shoes. So let's talk about how the shoe performed when it comes to Olympic style lifting, such as the clean and jerk and the snatch. Definitely was very impressed at how these shoes performed. I was able to perform really high percentages in the snatch and the clean and jerk. I definitely feel like when I have any type of training shoe that has a more atomical toe box to it, I definitely feel like I can grip the floor with my whole foot better. And the heel drop on these is 4 millimeters. I definitely felt that if it was slightly higher, it would be a little better. But overall, it was a good shoe to be able to feel sturdy enough to catch high percentages in snatch and the clean and jerks. I just won't say they're the most sturdy. Like compared to the Metcon 9s, I would say those are way more sturdy than this. But overall, they were pretty impressive. I'm able to feel like I'm connected to the ground a lot. I'm able to catch in good positions. I definitely feel like my heels don't come off the ground, with this shoe being more of a minimalistic type of shoe on the midsole. And the support in the shoe definitely feels like it's good enough to be able to catch good positions in the Olympic style lifting. I will say that that heel feeling that I talked about doesn't really come up as much when I'm already working out. And better than the drop set 2s, I don't feel that uncomfortable feeling even when I'm lifting. So the feeling of the narrow heel goes away once I start moving and once I'm warm. So that's just something to think about. So overall, the F-Flies do a pretty good job when it comes to lifting in the Olympic style lifts. When it comes to basic lifts such as squatting in different variations or deadlifting, these actually were a really good shoe for those. I will say front squats are not my favorite in these shoes, but wasn't bad. Back squatting and deadlift, I definitely felt like these shined really well. I definitely felt like I'm able to keep my whole foot on the ground. If you're looking for a shoe to deadlift and squat in, but not looking for a full barefoot shoe, these might be a great option for you when it comes to that, because I definitely feel like I'm in a very comfortable shoe that is connected to the ground, and I feel like I'm able to press my whole foot into the ground when I'm doing some squatting. Especially also when I'm doing deadlifting as well, I'm able to have a good grip on the ground. All right, when it comes to body weight movements, I actually super love these shoes for that. When it comes to jump roping, I honestly use these for an open workout, 24.2. When it comes to the deadlifts, jump rope, and rowing. Definitely this was that was my first time wearing these shoes, and I definitely did pretty well in that workout. So overall, the first test was an open style workout, and any shoe that I think I can use for an open style workout is the shoe that I'm gonna put on a very high scale. So when it comes to jump roping, when it comes to the double unders, it was super light and super responsive for double unders. Honestly, I've been raving about the Rad 1s when it comes to when they're running shoes. When it comes to jump roping, these are right there with them, and being a full training shoe, I'm loving that more just because I can do a lot more in these than in just basic running shoes. But they were super responsive in that. When it comes to deadlifting, obviously, like I said before, deadlifting in a workout definitely helps this shoe get better in my rotation. But they felt I'm able to be as responsive as I can when it comes to jump roping, and I'm able to go into a workout that has also deadlifting, some lifting in it. So this shoe did pretty well when it comes to that. When it comes to burpees, when it comes to box jump overs, these shoes definitely are very responsive. The outsole, the rubber on the outsole is super grippy, so I feel like every time I did burpees in them, I'm able to really get a good grip on the ground and come up smoothly. Jumping over a box, I'm definitely able to turn really well in them. Overall, body weight movements in this shoe is super awesome, and honestly one of my favorite shoes if you ask me if I had to do any body weight type of workout. So I was very impressed when it comes to running in the F-Flies. Honestly, super responsive, super breathable, and super flexible. Just something that I just wouldn't like is that how low it is in the midsole. So like, I like a shoe that has a big midsole in it just for comfortability when I'm running. But overall, for a training shoe, super responsive, super light, super flexible, and I was definitely comfortable, and I'm able to hold a pace in a workout. There was a workout I did that had rowing and running in it, and I just had to switch back and forth, and I definitely felt like I'm able to do that in these shoes. Nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to like being uncomfortable. Just not a shoe that if you ask me to run a marathon in, or you ask me to run a couple 400 meters, maybe not. But if I was wearing this shoe and you told me there was running in the workout, I definitely can perform that in these shoes. When it comes to rope climbing, these shoes definitely perform better than I thought. I really thought that since the rope guards on the sides of the shoe were kind of small, that it wouldn't really grip the rope pretty well. But I think this outsole is amazing in different aspects of fitness. For when it comes to rope climbing, they've definitely caught the rope really well, and they're very grippy to be able to climb up the rope and slide down on the rope. The side guard is definitely, when you catch it on the rope, it definitely is very sticky and definitely grippy on the rope. Even coming down, I'm able to slide down with pretty much with mostly ease. But really above average rope climbing shoe, and definitely better than the drop sets from Adidas. Honestly, you would think Adidas would be a better rope climbing shoe with the big guard on it, but these have a smaller guard on the sides, and it's definitely a better rope climbing shoe than the Adidas drop set 2s. I definitely didn't also feel any type of heel slippage when coming down on the rope or coming up. Some shoes you'll see that you slide down a little bit, but these were very secure in rope climbing. So overall, really above average rope climbing shoe. So overall guys, the INOV-8 F Flies are a great option for training shoes. Very breathable, flexible, super light. Rope climbing super good in them. Weightlifting in them is above average. I'm gonna say that these shoes are a good pickup. For $130 being a basic price for a lot of training shoes, I'm gonna say this would be a good pickup. They do have other options on their website. Specifically, if you would look on their website, they have CrossFit type shoes and then more barefoot shoes, running shoes. But I think for an overall type shoe that is more on the minimalistic side and won't break the bank, this would be a great option. Thank you guys so much for watching another video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please subscribe, like the video, comment if tell me what shoes you guys want me to review next. It always helps, guys. Please help the algorithm out. I'm definitely loving making videos for you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one.